I lost too much body fat this week or too much weight. Let's get into it and break it down and see what happened and adjust the changes what I did. So my calories before, as we can see, for 3 days, they were this. So they were about here. So what happened was, for a 3 day period, I ate them, and I surprisingly, like, that was my maintenance. Well, it was meant to be maintenance if I was using a calculator, but it wasn't actually my maintenance, because I dropped 2 kilos during that period of time. So I went down to about 117. So 117. So this was the food last week. So, but what I had to change, I'll explain what I changed, and I'll show you what I did. So I changed this meal. I do this meal a couple of different ways, so this might give you some ideas of some meal preps or some different things you can do too. So I'll either jam a whole banana in it, some cinnamon, a couple of other little spices. Then I'll add 6 egg whites and just mix the yolk straight in, and I just jam that straight in the air fryer, and that it comes out nice, crisp top like that. It comes out good. You can swap it out for apples and other things. It's really, really good, and it's nice, quick, convenient. You don't got to mess around with it too much. So I quite like that. So I added a cup of oats and the 6 egg whites and the extra banana. So that pumped my calories up to here. The long-winded question. So what I did have to change though, so I was having here the pasta. So what I did, I dropped the pasta out and I changed that for just another amount of 300 grams of potato. So I have 2 meals of 300 grams of potatoes, 2 meals of carbohydrates for rice. I have 600 grams in 2 meals of chicken breast and 600 grams of mince in 2 meals. Plus I have 2 proteins with that. So that grand total of 7 meals throughout the whole day. The carbs are spread evenly out the day to keep insulin levels even. And yeah, there's a reason why behind it, but it's okay. Instead of having them all early and all later and shit like that. But anyway, side the point. So the breakdown, you can actually see the breakdown, so what we've actually got. So my protein intake is now close to 400, so we're at, as you can see here, 383. My carbohydrates is 307. Fats, sugar, and saturated fats and things, yeah. So that's what it basically is. Like it says, this is not correct. I don't use what it tells me there. I do my own thing. So that's basically it for that breakdown of that. So I'm excited for that. We'll see how it goes this week. I'll know over the next 3 days. I did start at 2 days. I'm 2 days in. So my weight stabilized at about 117.3. So I might be creeping up a little bit. So I will watch what it does. If I sort of sit plateau and lose a little bit, I might be at that perfect par where I can lose a little bit, still come in leaner, have the more food. It's been amazing too. The more food, I'm so much more alert. My trainers feel 100 times better. By splitting that training regime totally different, having that bigger rest, because I have so much volume with each different exercise, my body needs a long time to recover from everything. And I'm looking at parts of my body that, I can see an eye that I want to bring up or I want to change or whatever. So, like, when I got feedback, I really don't got to change much. So, I just extended it this. Well, technically, I'm an 8-day split with my rest, but it works convenient because I hit my upper 2 days, then I rest 2 days, technically because I'm hitting the lower again, and then it keeps fluctuating through. So I don't know. I think I stumbled on something really quite amazing so far, because it has been working really well with me. Like in the past, I've done many different styles of training, like, like the 4 days where I don't need to train 4 days through the whole week, more like a Dorian split type of thing. I've done them ones. I've done higher volume, less volume, all them type of things. But as, I move into more a diet phase, I usually move into a phase where I don't have to do as much volume. So during that time, I'm just trying to hold on to what I've got. So, I just get a good pump, move the similar amount of weight, keep the exercises the same. During that period of time, it's just about, I just keep the exercise, don't change a lot of exercise. At the moment, I've got a little bit of extra variation. But my first 1 or 2 exercises, I try to keep them always the same so I can move a general decent amount of weight. But as I explained, why my carbs are higher and why I'm eating the way that I'm eating, I will take a big advantage of progressive overload, and then I'll move into more of the other style of training, you know. So I found that I didn't get injured as much. I did have a couple of injuries, a couple of hiccups on the way. I just didn't whinge about them, like a tore chest. I think I did mention it to you guys. You know, I did a couple of things. I tore something else up in here. It's an old injury. I think I had that from last year sometime. Hasn't quite healed. The shoulders, bodgy, there's a few things. I just usually ignore them though, and just push through, get done what's got to be done. But yeah, no, I haven't even introduced cardio. So like I says, I'm very excited. Look, we might play this video as I'm having a little chin wag to you and see, yeah, my back results. Like I says, I've got to work on that a bit more. By looking at that, I think that first pose where I pull the elbows in more looked more efficient, and it made my back look much more decent. So I definitely think I'm going to do that. Look, I'll play it again and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So as I'm pulling in here, then pull, boom, bring it back and lean into it more. Yeah, without having to fold the hands. Because if I stay a bit more flared, I do look a bigger square or a bigger T, but I think it is more effective. You know, comment down below, let me know what you guys think. You know, if the first one here, that one, boom, it's more effective than this one. I personally think the first one. We'll see as that moves along. Let's go back and we'll see. Hang on. If you guys haven't checked out Instagram yet, jump across here and have a look at the Instagram. Like I said, I've got some transformations and some other things that's been done in the past that I do with other clients and other things as moving on. Here's some of the transformations that were done here with some of my other clients. I've got more in the page if you want to look. Also, in majority of my socials, got another link there you can click on and get yourself a tailored plan, so you know that I'll actually do it for you guys. At least to spend the time. If you want more details about that, as you will click here, you'll be able to read through these details here, and that will explain majority of that to you guys, you know. So, or DM me and I'll explain some more to that to you moving forward. But yeah, I think that's all I've got time for today. Is there any other content you guys would like to see? Let us know. I have been working on a few other content. If everything works out, hopefully I can bring that to you guys in the future moving forward, and it should be very uplifting and positive for everyone and give some worth to everyone. Hooray and goodbye.